Welcome everybody to another live edition of our Man's Night right here in our studios from Inside Out. I'm your host, Jay. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do very much appreciate it. I hope you're all having a great weekend and having a great Friday. As you know, we made it to another Friday, as you guys can see. And we're going to be talking about, as you guys can see in the description, or the title description, I should say, of this live here tonight. We do have some, I guess you can consider, updated information on this P. Diddy case. As you guys know, like I said before when I first broke this out and did a show on this, believe it or not, guys, we are dealing with, some amazing things. Major big players are starting to become into the mix of these things. So it's not surprising. But we're going to break it all down and go from there. Let's go ahead and open up the chat real quick. And before we get into the details for tonight, we got Vicky in here. She says, "Hey, Jay. Hey, Vicky, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing good over there in your neck of the woods. Appreciate you being here." Anyways, so while I sit here and wait for our co-host Tammy to get in here, I'm going to be showing, as you guys know, some information and data regarding this podcast tonight about P. Diddy and all that fun jazz. Now, I know some of you may be getting sick and tired of hearing all this stuff, but I have to keep my promises regardless. And I told you if I got any new updates or whatnot that are currently going on with this case, I have to do my due diligence and update you guys. All right. So we got a lot going on. There's a lot to digest here tonight. I got at least 3 videos, short video clips, if you will, to show you guys exactly what we're talking about. Some are going to be a little bit graphic, I guess, in the nature. So just hope it doesn't bother you too much. That's why I say viewer discretion is advised, if you will, in my disclaimer. So I hope you guys appreciate that. But anyways, as we sit here and wait for our co-host Tammy to get in here, let me know in the chat, who's all here right now anyways, let me know in the chat if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, if you have show ideas or content ideas or something that you want to bring to the table that would be a suitable or doable podcast here in the future, let me know. Put it in the chat. If you have a story that needs to be told, put it in the chat. Or if you want to contact us in a more private note, here's your chance. Again, my email to contact me, guys, is voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. All right? Voices from insideout@gmail.com. Gosh, I don't know what's going on with me tonight. With that being said, anyways, there it is. And then keep in mind, as you guys can see in the background, we have Stop Hate Speech merch. This shirt is available. There's a new design that's out. If you guys haven't seen my new design, it's out there. Plus, there's the hat too. This is the one that actually all the haters and whatnot hate. Again, if you don't know what it looks like, I'll show you guys for tonight anyways. It's available. Here it is. Success is the best revenge. The haters hate that comment. So again, keep in mind, we're doing big things. We're doing big things anyways, so I hope you guys appreciate it. If you guys want some merch, go check it out. Anyways, got Curtis in here. He said hello and welcome, or hello, Curtis, how you doing? Anyways, let's welcome our co-host Tammy to the show. If you,
hey, hi everyone.
Hey Tammy, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. This is a pretty interesting. Pretty eye-opening, pretty aha moment, isn't it?
Yeah, a little taboo-ish, if you will.
Oh, yeah, it's out there.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyways, with that being said, how you doing in your neck of the woods there, Tammy?
Oh, hanging out. Just, same old. I've been kind of busy, everything going on, but I'm here. And
we all are.
Hi,
We're plugging.
Vinny. Hi,
We're
Curtis.
Yeah, we're plugging right along and doing what we got to do when it comes to
That's
this
my
whole entire.
brother.
What's that?
My brother's in here.
Oh, hey, cool. Nice
Hey,
to meet
bud.
you. Is it Donnie, right? Donnie?
Yeah.
Hey, Donnie. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Welcome to the show. I hope you enjoy it. Greetings to all of you. All right. With that being said, let me get this up on the screen real quick before we go any further. I said this earlier in the chat. It says this: don't forget to hit and smash the like button, guys. I need you guys to do that at least because that does help the YouTube algorithm and all that fun jazz. So do what you can. If you can, please hit and smash that before we go any further. And then, of course, our co-host said this in the chat. Hi, everyone. Sending love and light to all. Absolutely. Without that, man, we'd be kind of screwed, wouldn't we?
We sure would. Hey,
But yeah,
listen, I do want to make a point real quick, guys.
fire away. Fire
These
away.
videos are a little bit like out there. It's not to offend anybody. It's just some stuff we need to put out. And there's
Yeah.
one video that's a little bit more graphic.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something we all want to put on there because yeah.
Well, let me ask you before we get into the details while we're waiting for everybody getting here, because people getting here kind of it's slow going, but nonetheless they're getting here. Let me ask you this, Tammy, real quick, respectfully. What? Obviously, we've talked in private. What do you think about this whole entire gigantic mess? It just seems like it's just going everywhere. Some
this
big
is
players.
something that, to me, this
Mhm.
stemmed from a long time ago before P. Diddy was even a thought in somebody's body.
Hi, honey. my wife's in here.
Aww.
Go ahead.
Hi. So I think it's before he was even born, before even like all the players that are in it, Epstein, all of them. This has been going on for thousands upon thousands of years.
I agree.
We trace it all the way back. We go back to Roman days. We go before Rome. You can get into some of the biblical aspects of it, when Moses went up to the mountain because everybody was doing these things. You can go back to Playboy Mansion. I mean, it all ties in together. And we're talking presidents, we're talking Congress members, we're talking judicial branch, law enforcement, you name it.
The question, though, is are we ever going to really see, again, like we went through Epstein's list, are we ever going to really see the real list of people on this?
I feel like let's play the devil's advocate, if I was somebody in that predicament,
you know my answer.
P. Diddy knew this was coming.
Yeah,
and I have a feeling both him and Epstein both had cameras in their house and they all recorded stuff because that's how they got their funding and their notoriety and their lifestyle, because they were blackmailing those Congress members, those judges, those other people in Hollywood or in the modeling industry. Ghislaine Maxwell, her her job basically was like modeling agency type stuff. So
it doesn't surprise me.
New York is the model capital in
the
United States.
Well, and it's funny you brought that up. It's funny. Yeah, it's funny you brought that up, Tammy, if you will. I don't think I told anybody this or not, but I used to, back in my pretty much almost out of high school, back in, I want to say it was 93-ish. I used to do modeling. And I know exactly. I got involved with modeling. Yeah, right. No, anyways, but I got involved with it, and man, unfortunately, I'm going to be real with you guys. Unfortunately, I quit. They didn't make me quit. I quit on my own personal aspect because at that age in my life and my time, I felt uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable. It wasn't what I was hoping to be.
No, because people get in it thinking one thing, and there's a whole lot of drugs. There's a whole lot of
it was a lot of other stuff that made me feel completely
it makes you unhinged. So
I mean, guys, full grown men,
Yeah.
checking me out. And I'm not trying to be all weird, guys, but this really happened. They were checking me out, looking at my, just how men are with other men. It was just weird. It set me in a rear. It was weird.
Oh yeah.
And I said, no, I'm out of here.
No,
Screw,
I'm out. Yeah.
screw fashion. I wasn't into that anyways. It was a waste of time and money. I felt, yeah, no, I'm cool.
Yeah.
So,
No. So my whole thing is, if Diddy played his cards right because he knew it was coming.
Yeah.
He may have or
Too
may
much
not
money
have,
involved. Yep.
and there's a lot of rumors going around about this.
Absolutely.
Given that evidence, videotape evidence to nail other people because he already knew what he was going through.
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
knew where his life was going to head because he knew he's already busted. So he may or may not have leaked those tapes to someone else or given them to him to leak.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's all
that
look.
might be the difference between the two cases.
We got nothing but time. Obviously, he won't. This trial is going to take probably maybe a year, 2 years. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. With that being said, Tammy, did you want me to go ahead and show that I don't want to say brochure. That's funny. That little thing that you sent me. Did you want me to put that on the screen first before we do the videos, or you want me to do the videos first and then
I
this?
want you to do the one video that I sent you on Facebook. The one with the guy conspiracy. Conspiracy. I sent it to you in Messenger, but I also sent it into the email, but I don't know if it'll open up.
What was the title of it? Because I got three videos up on my screen that I can see right now. The first one's called Diddy and the Epstein connection, and I got Diddy linked to Jeffrey Epstein, and then I got Diddy working for the blank. I can't read the rest of it.
Let me see. Hang on.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you're good.
It's a Facebook. It's Facebook or Instagram that it came from. The one that, but I had to send it to you on Facebook, I think. Let me look real quick. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
Yeah, Diddy and Epstein.
While you're doing that, Curtis said this in the chat: the Pope is involved in drugs and sex trafficking, from what I heard. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, some big players involved in this, guys. Some people, believe it or not, are leaving country. And then Curtis said Weinstein. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be talking about that too tonight. Curtis, thank you so much for bringing that up.
No, it's before those, Jay. I sent it to you last night. I'm just going to resend it to you, and we'll see if you can play it or not. I don't know.
All right. Well, look. Let me just bear with me. Go ahead and speak, Tammy, so I can find it.
Okay, it's I'm sending it to you again. It's fine.
Oh, if you can do that, that would be good because I know how to search.
Because it's going to come right up. You just may have to sign into your. It's going to say. It'll say 52K reactions. It'll say Les Wexner, Abercrombie. Yeah, this one is heavy duty.
Okay. Well, as soon as
explains everything, and then we can do the infograph right after this one.
No worries. I just want to make sure I don't want to miss anything.
Oh no, this is
okay. I just got it. It says, let's see. Okay, let's see what pops up here.
Hopefully it'll play.
Where is the link? That's weird. Is that it? Maybe that's it. Let me see what happens when I hit that. Let me see here.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, there it is. All right. Cool. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this up on. Well, hold on. I gotta connect to it first off. Bear with me, guys. 1 second. I do apologize on how this is panning out the way it is. All right. So I'll come back. Technical difficulties. Let me come back. Let me come back to my screen. Okay. So let's see. Curtis said this in the chat. Weinstein is supposed to be getting out to get a new trial. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, thanks for that, Curtis. I appreciate that information. Thank you. All right. Let's do the share screen real quick, and we'll do that one first under the request of my boss. I'm kidding. All right. I'm just messing with you. All right. So here we go. And we'll bring it up now. All right. And I'm hoping that it'll play. me see if it'll play before we go any further. Yeah, there's no sound. Why is there no sound? That's weird. How come I can't? Bear with me, guys. It's not on my end because you guys can hear me just fine.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here,
Can you
Tammy.
play it out of Messenger? Out of your Messenger?
Oh wait, I found the. Never mind. I found it. Okay, let's start this now.
So many things going on. Even I'm having trouble keeping up. But as always, I'll do my best to keep everybody informed. Now listen, we need to talk about Mike Jeffries, the former CEO of Abercrombie, and his arrest. See, this whole thing is a lot bigger than people think. So let's get into it for entertainment purposes, of course, because I know absolutely nothing. I'm just making this stuff up. All right, now there are so many major rabbit holes, elite players, and moving parts that are involved with this whole thing that I couldn't possibly cover them all. So I'm going to skim along the surface of this whole thing. And if you want to get into something, just let me know in the comments. All right, Mike Jeffries. This is the former CEO of Abercrombie, and this is Les Wexner's boy. He was actually hired by Wexner to run Abercrombie. And for anybody that doesn't know, Les Wexner is the founder and CEO of Victoria's Secret.
Imagine that.
And also the money man behind Jeffrey Epstein. And old Les here has some other interesting friends. Now, Wexner has a long-standing relationship with the Brofman family through multiple businesses and charities. Now, the Brofman family are not only the owners of the Seagram Alcohol Company, but they're the ones that finance the self-help group NXIVM. But Seagram's wasn't the only thing they owned. But the Brofmans also bought and built UMG, also known as Universal Music Group. And if you don't know who that is, well, the Universal Music Group is the reason why anybody even knows who Diddy is. This whole thing getting a lot more clear to you?
Wow.
It's crazy.
All right, now let's connect a few more dots. See, Les here and the Brofmans also had another mutual friend and business partner. His name was Robert Maxwell. You know, Ghislaine Maxwell's dad.
Imagine that.
And this is the point where you should start asking yourself, what's really going on? And how much truth were we actually told?
Man, this spider web goes deep.
But regardless, it's a hell of a movie, ain't it? Y'all stay safe.
All right. So there's that. Did you want me to go further or come back into the studio?
No, go ahead. You can go ahead and hit the next one.
All right. We'll come back. We'll come back into the studio. Yeah, we'll come back into the studio. Thank you guys so much for taking your patience and watching this through all the way to the end, guys. Because again, there's a lot of data here to digest. And again, this information is not like, say, mine. It's everybody else's. So all credit goes to them if I didn't say it before. But anyways, yeah, let's see. What did I, there it goes. You have that muted at, oh, thank you, Curtis. I realized that. Thank you, my friend. All right. So anyways, let's go ahead and show that. Where did it go now? This thing here. Did you want to break it down once it's on the screen?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and show this on the screen to back up what you just heard.
Okay, let me pull mine up so I can kind of go through it with you guys.
There's the who, what, and where. And let me go ahead and move my logo out of the way so you guys can see the where. All right, there you guys go.
Okay, so at the top, you have Lex Wexner with Victoria's Secret directly with Mike Jeffries of Abercrombie & Fitch. But then you have the Brofman family, if you follow along, to Robert Maxwell. Robert Maxwell is who brought Jeffrey Epstein in.
Yeah, pay attention, guys.
His daughter, which him and Diddy were connected. Diddy was connected to UMG. So was Jeffrey Epstein in some instances because he backed some things financially too. They all played together. basically. It's a big circle. And then you also have with UMG and Diddy and all of that, you have Clive Davis and Harvey Weinstein.
Mm-hmm.
They're all connected. If you just look at the map of the nut stuff, and when you get involved with the Diddy and the Epstein, that's where it comes in all your celebrities, your
Mm-hmm.
athletes, your politicians, your judicial, and your law enforcement. We
Imagine
are
that.
talking Hollywood and New York and Miami. That's the playground of all these elites. You've got Oprah, J-Lo, all these people that they're pulling out now. Ashton Kutcher. I mean, names are popping up from everything. They've mentioned athletes. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this is all allegedly, guys, all allegedly, but it all fits in and ties in together to the master game,
Right. And
and
mhm.
I have a feeling some stuff's gonna really roll downhill with this one.
Right. And again, some of the big players you see on this screen, guys, are leaving country.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that tell you?
That
Guilt?
is true. They are. They really are. Like they're jumping ship. But
Mhm.
there was and there's a lot of stars coming out and saying, "Well, I was used, or I was this and that," and some of them probably were, and some are saying that they were drugged and things happened to them,
Yeah.
and they're putting that out there now. The prosecution.
Yeah.
And they're laying it all out there. The federal prosecutors have had actual press conferences talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah.
is just nuts.
It's getting deep. It's getting worse, and it's getting worse for him. I mean, he's just tacking on the charges. They're just
Oh yeah.
they're ranking it in. Donnie said this: Obama and Clinton's as well. Absolutely, you can't forget about them. 100%.
There's a whole lot of them. There's even pictures. There's pictures with other presidents too. I mean, it's.
I believe Clinton himself was on the Epstein list and at Epstein's Island. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a video, and I didn't send it to you. I wish I would have had time. But
No worries.
it was one with P. Diddy, and he's talking about Love Island. I think it's like a 30-second clip. So anybody that wants to go see that, just go on YouTube, put in the search bar Love Island P. Diddy, and
Yeah.
it'll come up, and it's him and his girlfriend that he was seeing at the time laughing about Love Island, how they had to sleep for hours or be put down for hours.
Yeah. Well, and this is getting, I don't know. I told you this rabbit hole. This rabbit hole is getting deeper and deeper, guys, and then I'm starting to think there's no ending to it, just like the corruption. You know, it's getting bad, guys, and it's only going to get worse before it gets better, if there is such a thing.
That's what I was telling Rick tonight before we did the show. I was like, think about it. You go back to the Kennedys. You go back to Monica Lewinsky and Clinton. You go back. You could go back and back and back. Look at Jefferson Davis.
Mm-hmm.
He was having children with slaves. I mean, like, we're talking presidents. This has been going on since before this country was even founded.
I'm hoping, like you said, I'm hoping that if everybody agrees with me, I'm hoping that there's going to be a massive amount of accountability. It'd be nice, and transparency.
Yeah.
My good friend Curtis said this real quick in the chat, and then we'll go ahead and show you a couple more videos. Curtis said this: Bill Clinton has been on multiple times on Jeffrey Epstein's planes. Yeah. Oh, I don't doubt it at all. Not one time do I doubt that. Will there be any accountability for his actions? Who knows? Donnie said this: just follow the money. It always leaves a trail. Absolutely. And I've said time and time again on this podcast and other places, money is the root of all evil, guys. Money is the root of all evil. We have to sever that root if things are if you want things to get better.
As the public pretender in Denton County said, quote unquote, to me, it's all about control, money, and power.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they can't have my power. They can't have my power and control, and they can't have my mouth. So good luck with that.
Yeah,
all right.
Exactly.
moving on, guys. Let's go ahead and show you this. These are all short clips, by the way, so they're very short. Again, all credit goes to the uploaders. Mr. And again, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this, but I do apologize for beating it up if I do. Mr. Koi, I hope I said that right. This is his channel. If you want to see more of his content, be my all guest, go for it. But anyways, this is a Diddy and Epstein connection. And I want you guys to pay attention to this and watch this. And then we'll move on to the next one. And then we'll just open it up for the rest of the evening for you guys to get involved and put your comments out there. Here's this video.
But again, see, he's in cahoots with Epstein. And then
was he in cahoots with Epstein,
Yeah.
or was it just a similar type of an operation?
they were friends. Yeah, because Epstein had a fucking on Miami as well. That really private, rich estate in Miami. So they were all in cahoots as well. But again, I think he's gonna see.
Isn't it crazy? Like, that was always the conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat thing. Oh, there's a place where the elites go to fuck underage kids. Like, what?
What's his name? Alex
Alex
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah.
He was
Alex
right. He was right.
He was right about a lot of things.
Almost everything.
Yeah,
Almost everything. Fuck with that one. But almost everything else, he was right. But you got to realize that guy had been uncovering real conspiracies that the media had not covered for a fucking decade.
So there's that one, guys. We're going to kind of go on and move on to the next one. These are all short video clips, by the way. But these people that are talking in this video, and these are all different, too, by the way, make some great, strong points. It's funny, in a sense, but some great content, great debate, if you will.
Well, what's funny is like a lot of people that were called crazy, like certain specific celebrities or journalists were called nuts and were said that they didn't know.
Correct.
And they were just conspiracy theorists. But see, it's all coming out now. What did I say? You're a truth.
Yeah, see, and that, I got you, and that's funny now that we were all called crazy, or these guys were all called crazy, and all of a sudden, boom, bam, boom, they're not so crazy anymore now, are they?
Nope.
Yeah, imagine that. They're eating their own words, Tammy. All right, next video here. As you guys know, this is credit goes to Fly Guy Dre 314. Not taking the credit, but anyways, here's his video.
Don't let your kids see this. It's kind of graphic, guys.
All right, yeah, this is viewer discretion is advised. That's why I go live at 9 instead of 8. Some people, their kids should be in bed by 9. At least I know I was. All right, anyways, moving on. Here it is.
Oh boy. It has now been reported that Diddy has been linked to the Epulator Man. Yep. God damn, boy, they got you linked to the Epulator Man.
Jeez.
Rumor has it that the Epulator list is supposed to drop in January, and Diddy is scared shitless, my boy. And I guess we all about to find out who went to the Diddy parties and who was cool with the Epulator Man. What the fuck? You got celebrities leaving the country left and right. Even Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis said, fuck this, they about to move to the UK. Because I'm pretty sure if you've been to a Diddy party, you was probably on Epstein Island too. And your ass is about to go down. Diddy about to take all y'all down. What the
fuck? Well, some people's got some character, but it's interesting. It's interesting situation, guys. I do apologize for the language. Wow.
Sorry,
But anyway,
Trey. I know Trey's gonna watch this later. Sorry, Trey.
Yeah, Trey, I'm sorry, but it's not my content. You can't hate on me.
It wasn't me and Jay. We were behaving for a change.
All right. Last but not least, guys, here's another video. Again, just pay attention to this. I mean, it may be comical to a certain extent, but just pay attention to the stuff. Again, all credit goes to this guy too as well. Letty, or is it Letty? I'm not sure.
See it, but
LETLT Follow. Anyways, all credit goes to this guy's channel.
Jeffrey Epstein had an island where he was bringing all these famous politicians, and there was these little girls, right? There was video cameras filming these people doing whatever they were doing in these rooms, and now he can blackmail them. So now they're searching Diddy's house. They're finding all these cameras in his house.
They're living the same thing that they got.
Exactly. So what makes me start to think is, What if Diddy was doing the same thing as Jeffrey Epstein? How many Jeffrey Epsteins are out there getting these famous people,
You'd be amazed.
getting them on film and blackmailing them? It's like, who the hell is Diddy working for? Is the question. Like, who's telling you to do this?
It's always work for somebody big.
I mean, even Jeffrey Epstein was working for someone bigger. So they searched his whole house. They raided it. The question is, were they going there to actually find evidence, or were they going there to get rid of evidence? Because they know that he probably put shit on some people. They don't want to get caught up in it.
I wouldn't
before
doubt
they
it.
really go after Diddy, they're gonna go and wipe his whole house, see what he got, check it all out. Be like, all right, now the feds can come in.
That's scary shit. That's scary shit, guys.
Yeah, when I saw that
wouldn't
one, I
doubt
was like, okay, we got to put this one out there because I've been thinking the same thing. I was like, you know what? Why and how? And where did it go? Because they were both blackmailing the people that were attending their parties and their islands and their plane rides.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
New spin.
this is getting deeper and deeper and deeper. But it's not looking good for him. Regardless, even if they're trying to get rid of evidence, it's not looking good for him at all. Period.
Well, I think that. Well, this guy, this last video, he's basically saying, are the feds going to get rid of the evidence so that it doesn't come out who's really been there?
I agree with Donnie right there. Donnie said this, and I have a feeling, like a deja vu feeling, if you will, that this is going to happen just like what happened to Epstein. Diddy will be taken out just like Epstein to protect the elites. I wouldn't doubt it. I think
that the problem that we have there with that, though, even he knows that, and he knew it before he got arrested, and he knew the arrest was coming. I promise you there are copies of evidence in somebody's hands that's going to start leaking stuff to the media or something. Because wouldn't you? I mean, think about it.
Well, no, I mean, let me ask you.
You're going to get unalive. Why wouldn't you take everybody down?
Right. Well, let me ask you this. How did they see? This is the thing that I tend to, I'm on both sides of the fence on this. I believe Donnie. I believe you, Tammy, but on both sides of the fence, respectfully, because again, how did they get to Epstein? He didn't unalive him himself. There was some help in that.
Oh, they're going to get rid of Diddy. That's no doubt. That's not my argument. What I'm saying is, if you were in Diddy's shoes, knowing that you're going to be unalived, and they're coming for you, would you take said evidence and send it to someone, make copies, and give them to people?
That's true.
To get it out there to take everybody down.
That's true. Yeah, that's what Donnie said. Donnie said those copies are up for sale now.
Oh yeah. What do you think's funding all his stuff? Because all his assets are frozen.
Wow. That's
what
crazy.
Does he have of value? He has skin in the game, and he knows who to go after.
Man, I know all too well what
nightmare, man.
I know all too well what blackmail feels like.
I know you do.
Yeah, but man, blackmail, that's low. But
that's what him and Epstein were both doing. He was doing it for fame and money. Both of them were. They wanted that lifestyle.
Yep, if that's your playing card, I guess deal it.
And I don't remember who. There's Brand or somebody, one of those stars with that. And I'm going to do a little more digging and find out. But supposedly he has an island out there too, somewhere near Epstein's. He's
imagine that.
Another actor or big player, and he just hasn't gone down yet. But look at who.
I hope this doesn't sound like a stupid question, because I got to ask it now. What is it with people that when they become millionaires or famous, whether it's a singer or something with the music industry or a movie star, what makes them? Yeah, or anybody that has anybody that has a lot of money.
Yep.
What makes these people, okay? And I feel this is a fair, legit question. What makes these people go out and do this type of activity knowing all too well that in the back of their mind, if they have any common sense, they know it's wrong. Is it because they got all this money, they don't know what to do with it? I mean, I just don't understand how
I
they
think
can.
they simply listen. Think
Are they
about
bored? Are they bored?
Yep. And the other thing too is when you can buy anything in the world, what do you start doing? You start messing and dabbling in things that are taboo or you're not supposed
Not me.
to do or not supposed
If I was wealthy like these individuals that we're talking about here tonight, I would be out helping people. I would be doing things that would bring a smile to people's faces, not crying.
Why though, Jay? Because we are poor. That's why. That's why we feel that way. These guys are self-entitled.
Oh God, power! Like he said, it's power. Yeah, you're right.
And money and fame and
it's just
stupidity.
It doesn't sit well with me.
Once you can buy anything in the world, you're going to start trying to get things that aren't that you're not supposed to have. Or somebody tells you no, you're going to buy them or force them.
Yeah. Well, I know, but I mean, it just doesn't sit with me. If you, like I said, if I had that kind of power / money, I'd put it to good use. I'd help out people.
Yeah, me too. I agree. I mean, that's what humanity's about or should be about. These people are not human.
Yeah.
Their humanity has been long gone from a long time ago.
All they care about themselves, it sounds like. Anyways, Donnie said this, and thank you, Donnie, for being here and commenting and interacting. I appreciate you more than you know. Anyways, Donnie said this. This will take many years to get to the bottom of full extent to how far and deep the list is. Oh, absolutely. Just like with the Epstein list, we were promised. That's the word. We were promised to see that list, and we still haven't seen it. So.
Oh yeah, they don't want to put it out there because it might turn our whole country upside down. I'd love to see how many Congress members and judges are on their justices.
That'd be scary because then we have those people in offices right now. We have those people.
They are. They are.
They're in office and in control of all of us, and that pisses me off.
Oh, it does me too. I mean, kind of like that one case that I told you about here in Texas that they're actually, the guy was a CO for a CO at a unit here in Texas for 10 years, over 10 years. Him and his wife, he's got a $600,000 bail and it's raising daily because there are so many charges against him. But you know what makes me mad? You know, his charges are 3rd-degree felonies. We may have to do that show. We may have to do a show on it because it's so horrific, the alleged charges that are up against the CO. It burns me. It burns me.
Do we have updates on that? Do we have
the very people that are supposed to be running things and doing things are the ones that are the most guilty?
Yeah. Thank you, Donnie. 100% correct. Yeah. Is there an update on that case that you just saw, or am I thinking something different?
It's the one where, so I can give a little background on it. So the CO and his wife, who she had children that weren't his and some, I guess, that were, maybe 1 or 2. And the school kept calling CPS out to the house because the kids were coming to school. That part has been proven. That they had come to school covered in bed bugs, repeated episodes of hair lice, and they went out to the house, inspected the house, reprimanded them, took the kids. They got the house cleaned up. Kids were taken back to them. Then it happened all over again. The kids were coming to school covered in those bites all over their body and the hair lice, but also they were coming to school in filthy clothes that they had not gone days without bathing or having clean clothes on. And then so they took the kids and then they went to court and the kids were given to foster families, things like that. And while they're at foster care, one of the older children told the foster parent that she had been essayed by the stepfather.
Man, there's a lot of that lately.
And he had her on top of her, and the mother walks in, hears the commotion of the kid screaming, "Please get off of me."
Mhm.
And we're talking 8 to 10-year-old child.
Yeah, come on,
And,
that's just that's
and
wrong.
the mother comes in and she tells him, "Why don't you do that to a real woman or a real adult? This is
Right.
what is in the paperwork." And so then he goes off into the bedroom with the mother, gets off of the 8 to 10-year-old and goes in the bedroom with the mother, and they do whatever. But the allegations go really far. Some of the other kids that were a little bit more close to her age started speaking up as well. And so it's crazy. It's crazy to me that people like that he's only getting 3rd-degree class felonies for some of this and should be 1st-degree felonies. Yeah.
Correct, Donnie. Yeah, he's spot on. I watched some of that interview, but go ahead, Tammy. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, he was spot on. I think he's still right.
And that's the whole thing. It's like, how can we keep justifying that when they do catch people in law enforcement, people in judicial capacities, how come their charges are so much smaller and their time less than anybody else out in the free world that if they did the same alleged crime?
Yeah, good question.
Now, these are all allegations, but I'm just saying, how come we have that stance, but we don't have it for everybody? There is no equal. There is no anything. I just cannot stress that enough. Everybody needs to wake up. We need to call them out on their BS.
Oh, I 100% agree with you. Absolutely. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think this whole entire thing is just the tip of the iceberg, if you will, when it comes to all this stuff, because it seems to be
long overdue.
Well, yeah, but it seems like to me, and I don't know if you noticed it, but I noticed it. It seems like to me, it's getting more worse now than it was back in my era, in my day, in your day. It seems more and more popular. I hate to use that word, guys, but it seems to be more popular now than ever before. This is weird.
Well, we have one thing on our side that we didn't have back when. Yeah, it is the brass tacks, bub. But the thing is, the one thing that we have on our side that we didn't when we were growing up, everybody was all about shh.
Well, we didn't have internet
because
we didn't have internet.
We didn't have the media and the social media and stuff that we do now.
We took care of stuff.
Everybody sits out there with their shit now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the internet's been right. The internet's been the internet in a sense has been a good tool, but a bad tool, and everybody's destroyed it and ruined it for everybody else. But the problem is, back like in your day, my day, unfortunately, we handled things without having what you see here now. We got face to face. We got to their like this. We handled business. We did things like you were supposed to, man to man, if you will. Back in the day, we handled things without the internet being in the way. The internet now is a big blanket, and everybody hides behind it. But yeah, I totally get it. Vicky said this. Sorry, guys, I can't stay up any longer. Been really sick this week. God bless and have a good weekend. Okay, Vicky, I completely understand. You have a blessed night, and thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. I'll send healing prayers from all of us here from Fion, and hopefully the healing prayers will heal you quick. All right. With that being said, much love and respect to you, Vicky. Get some rest, and we'll see you hopefully Wednesday on our Wednesday show. Thank you very much for being here, Vicky. Have a great night.
Good night.
Donnie said this. It seems more popular because of the internet. Well, yeah. That's my point. Thank you. I appreciate it, Donnie.
We used to have newspapers and microfilm and and stuff
Yeah.
like that. You didn't hear about
Library.
all the cases.
Library.
Library, you couldn't even like look at the commercials now compared. They're practically naked. You watch
Oh,
shows and they're
I get it.
full frontal showing
Yeah.
everything. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't even need people to worry about PORN because
Yeah, I
hey,
know.
I mean the regular TV is that now. So everything's just out there. There is no limitations. There is no bar set.
Yeah.
It's just
Spot on,
wild. It's
Donnie.
a wild, crazy thing.
Yeah, spot on. Donnie said this. That's why this generation, yeah, and this is a weird generation, I'll admit, is so screwed up and confused and denies science. Yeah, I believe in science. Tammy, do you believe in science?
Oh yeah, our dad was a very big into
Mm.
science and seeing things. I mean, and being a police officer, I'm gonna tell you what. Sometimes, like we've watching episodes of Cops or something, he'd be like,
Me
"That's
too. Me too.
ridiculous.
Me too.
Why do we
Me,
need 10 cars for one person or two
yeah.
suspects?" He was just like, "This is ridiculous." I
Yeah.
mean,
That was a good show. I still every now watch the replays of Cops. I like watching Cops.
I do
All right.
too. It was just crazy though that we had all this stuff, and growing up, we had morals though. We sat at the table, we ate dinner
Yeah.
together, we talked, we had interaction.
Nobody
The
talks
kids
anymore.
now,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't have that.
Yeah.
But I want to ask y'all something. This is just me. I
I
want to
didn't. I
know
didn't.
for my
I
own.
didn't. I didn't do it.
Yeah. No, so this is what I was wondering, and I was thinking about this. So, how do you tell your kids? Somebody had told me, I think it's one of my coworkers, I'm pretty sure, that a cop was busted for allegedly essaying kids. So, how do you tell your children if you're in trouble, run to an officer? Do this, do that. I mean, how do we
Good
even
point.
who do we trust anymore? And
Good
I'm not
point.
knocking. There are really good cops out there. There are really good
Yeah.
judges in some instances. There are some judges that want to change things for the
It,
better,
ma-
that don't want the prison situation. But
Mhm.
and wardens and COs, there are good people.
It makes it
But how
tough.
do they fight all the corruption?
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. And Donnie, you're correct. Thank you, Donnie. Absolutely. But yeah, it makes it tough now because then the people that you're supposed to quote unquote trust, you can't.
No, you
Mhm.
can't.
So how do you fix that and how do you bring back trust? Well, my answer to that is get rid of the corruption.
Well, that's what I think too. It just keeps reminding me of a house that the foundation is no good, and the
Mhm.
house is falling apart. The windows are sagging, the doors are all crooked, the cabinets are coming off the hinges, and everything's falling apart. Sometimes we just need to just simply break the whole damn house down, tear the
Yeah,
house down, rebuild the foundation, and build it the right way. But
absolutely,
see, the
guys.
money is not there. The
Mhm.
money is not there. The money is enslaving people. They get
Mhm.
free labor. We got a hearing coming up soon for child support. And I told him, I said, you know what? I said, I'll be honest with you. I said, I would ask to speak and I would say my piece and I would say, look, I do have a job, but I don't get paid. I'm incarcerated. I do have a job, but I don't get paid. And I would also be asking about somebody watching that money going to her, since she did that whole lying about, did you sell the truck for $2,000, the brand new 2-year-old truck? Did you sell it for $2,000, or did you
Right.
gift it like you told the Department of Motor Vehicles of the state of Texas? So you're
Correct.
lying either to the judge or you're lying to the state, and then your child turned around and sold it for $37,000. Come on now, let's get for real. So who's gonna monitor the support payments that he's gonna be owing when he gets out?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
who's
what
going
you,
to monitor that and make sure it's really going to the kids and for the care of them?
right, and that, you basically, I only so kind of, you did absolutely 100% hit that on the nail, and it just goes to show that we right here, we the people are pissed off. We are.
Yeah, we are.
I am.
I am. I definitely am.
This is the new design, guys. New design. This is that's the front. This is the back.
Mm.
Fight, 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 guys.
Oh yeah,
My
we
mom.
need to because it's just terrible.
If you guys like any of these items, let me know. They're up right now. Go to this site. The link's in the chat. Go check it out. Do what you can. But I got that. This is the second shirt now I'm showing tonight, and then I got the new design for the Stop Hate Speech that you see behind me. There it is, guys, in its entirety.
Yeah, and you can get it in a different color, right? Or does it only come in the black? Or can you?
I would have to think. I got to look. I don't remember. I have to. I think
there are some people that like to wear white, and it would make it a very patriotic shirt to wear for July 4th or any of the veterans holidays coming up, anything like that.
Yeah, you talking about this one right here?
We the people and the Stop Hate Speech too would look really good on some white. I think both of them would look really good. Yeah, the patriotic one right there.
Yeah, this is this is the red one. But anyways, this is the back of it. Fight, fight, fight. This is the
like that one.
Yeah, this is these are the colors, guys. If you are interested, please let me know. Again, there's all the designs. Again, I got shirts. I got the old Stop the Hate shirt. I got this one here. It's a cutoff. Summer's over though, so this one probably won't do as good because summer's over now. But there's the other shirt that has my logo on it. Fight, fight, fight shirt. I got the hat that you see behind me. There it is. And then I got stickers, coffee mugs, hoodies, beanies, which is what you see me wearing right now, guys. And then, of course, a water jug, or I believe it's a water bottle. Excuse me, my bad. I got the Imaginette t-shirt if you're a big Imaginette fan. More stickers and other merch right there. Please go check it out on your time, please. And if you like something, go check it out and show your support there. Absolutely.
Yeah,
so
definitely. Please go check out Jay's merch. You know, the channel does need support. That is how he is able to keep the equipment going, the streaming service, all of that, to bring all this to you guys.
Gets expensive.
It does. It does. Everything's expensive. Never ends.
Let's see what got going on here for the chat. I fell behind. Donnie said this. They used to, oh yeah, absolutely. Generation to hide their true motive of corruption. Absolutely. I think I showed that. Curtis said guilty is charged, Jay. LOL. Yeah. I'm always guilty. Just kidding. As charged. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Curtis. I hope you're doing good, my friend. Thank you for being here. I'm messing with you. I know you are, buddy. I don't take anything you say seriously. Well, it depends on what you're talking about, but yeah. Donnie said this, exactly. Have to hold people accountable to get rid of the corruption. Absolutely. Curtis said, I bet the guy that conned me out of thousands of dollars. Yeah, and again, I felt bad for you when you told me that story. A little backstory, guys, real quick, and we're getting close to our top of the hour. Curtis got scammed. It's usually, and again, this is nothing against the elderly. I'm just saying, usually it's always the elderly that get hit with these scams because the elderly believe it. Anyways, Donnie said this. I'm sorry for what happened to you, Curtis. Anyways, Donnie said this. That is also why they are trying to divide the people and take away free speech to keep their motives and wrongdoings hidden. Absolutely. So they'll use the amendments of our Constitution as a crutch against us. They'll use whatever they can, including the kitchen sink, to try to shut us down. I've been there, done that. They don't want me on here telling the truth at all.
Oh no, and they sure don't like me. That's for sure. We know that.
Yeah, Curtis said this. He was known by law enforcement. Oh, interesting.
In December.
In December, that's not a good thing at all.
They should have put out something. That's kind of neglect on their part. They should have put something out warning people. They don't mind warning people about everything else under the sun. Why don't they do it when it's something that would actually protect somebody.
No, absolutely
Complete bull.
correct.
Complete
Correct.
bull.
So a little update for you guys before we bounce out of here. I had it up here. I don't know what happened to it. I don't feel like searching for it. It takes too long. If you guys remember, I did a short video. I think I even did a podcast on it too, as well, of a gentleman in Georgia prison saving somebody's life.
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
So-
yes. That was a good one.
Yes. So if you guys were late or missed what I told you, I think it was Wednesday, he's getting out Monday. Can you guys believe that? I mean, talk about blessings. Talk about DOC actually finally showing some compassion, showing some empathy, all these things. And he's being released for doing CPR on this guy. He had tried to save his life. Unfortunately, guys, the bad news is he didn't make it. But as soon as he gets out, which is Monday, and he gets all his affairs taken care of and settled, wherever he's going to be at, he's going to be up on this podcast. Yeah.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to tell him what a example of what the stereotype
absolutely,
that people
guys.
put on people that are incarcerated, and they don't know that half the time there's people in there that are better than people that are out here in the free world.
Exactly.
A little flack for that, but I'm going to be honest. I've met some really good people that were incarcerated that even worked for me when I had a contracting business. That and when I had restaurants with my ex-husband. Some of our best, in fact, one of our best employees was incarcerated, and she was incarcerated because of financial reasons, which a lot of women get in there for. I think she was kiting checks at the time, and that's what she went for. And she was the best employee and worker I've ever had in my whole entire life.
Well,
it was an example of what to be. So
sure,
this guy,
but
what he did was above and beyond.
Right, and this is my point. And great point. Thank you, Tammy, for sharing that. But I want you guys to know that DOC, believe it or not, is actually showing a little bit of heart, compassion, care. I don't really have a lot of feelings, if you will, for DOC. I never really cared for him, but I will say for Georgia, just this one moment, thank you for showing your compassion, that you care, and giving this guy his lesser sentence or time served. I'm going to let him tell his story.
What he did, and I hope that they reprimanded those officers that were just standing around.
That's the point of the video. I did that because he asked me to. Number one, and number two, the point of the video is not just his heroic episode that he was doing there. The SEALs were standing around doing nothing. On your dime.
Imagine that, Jay. Imagine that.
Oh, okay. Now I got to do it.
Now you got to do it.
All right, there it is. Imagine that. Because again, on our dime, our tax dollars are paying for that to stand around. Now that tells me something right there. SEALs don't even know CPR. That should be required.
They don't want to do it. Let me tell you why. They don't want to do it because they don't know what. They used to. I've never
seen one. I never seen one. I know. I never seen one do one yet.
They won't because they don't want to supposedly catch anything. Listen. I'm telling you, I've heard it out of the mouths of CEOs.
I know it's disgusting in there.
And it's sad, but they have masks that they could use that they don't have to worry about that. So I don't know why they don't use them because they don't have them on their person and they don't want to go get them. They're lazy. They don't care. It's not their loved one. They don't have any.
That's why I can't. That's why I can't do that job. I probably could go get a job doing that.
Too much. I'd get fired, or they put me in a compromised position where I would get hurt because they wouldn't
like me. Right? Yeah. No, Tammy, you're correct. They wouldn't like me.
They would get rid of us. People like us, they would get rid of because
I'd be fired.
We know those are human beings.
Just like
fire you or set you up or get you unalived.
Yeah, imagine that.
or hurt, because that's what they do with most of the ones that want to improve things.
Yeah, they must love the corruption. I can't. I don't know how they can do it. I don't know how they sleep at night. I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
But anyway, that's a conscience that's going to have to be on them for the rest of their lives, not letting this guy die. But again, I got to give credit to him. He says he doesn't feel like a hero because he died. But sometimes, even with CPR guys, you can't always get lucky.
No, you can't. You can't
And I
always
think-
get lucky. You really can't. But
And I think, and I'll tell you, there's more to it than you guys know. I haven't shared it here because I want him to tell it. There's a reason why he ended up having health issues anyways. And you guys are going to be appalled on what he's going to tell you, how he ended up doing CPR on this guy in the first place. It should have never happened. It's a bad story. Pretty interesting. He's going to share it. I got to make arrangements, take care of it, and I'll keep you guys updated. But he's not out yet. He'll be out Monday, according to what I was told. And I don't know how long it takes to, find a spot where he's living, all that fun jazz. You know how that goes. Once he's ready to go, he'll contact me, and the rest is history. So stay tuned. With that, let's see. Curtis said this in the chat. I had caught in county lockup, more than likely TB. Yeah, most likely. Or
most likely it does go around. We have outbreak of it here in Texas.
What was the other disease that have? I know they have MRSA.
Hepatitis.
Hepatitis is another one. Yeah, absolutely.
And then, of course, you have your bloodborne diseases that I don't want to mention. But yeah,
jails are not clean, guys. Keep in mind, jails and prisons are not clean. They look like they are, but they're not.
Oh no, and some of them don't look like it, especially here in Texas. We have some prisons that look like they're third world.
Yes, I do, Curtis. I do. I just can't say it's a tongue twister for me.
Tuberculosis.
Yes, yeah, I don't. No, I'm not even gonna try. But anyways, guys,
So,
yeah, I do.
I do want to say this, Jay, real quick. The first video with the guy that unfolded everything, his name, there are two people. One's Chaotic, and the other one is Conspiracy Collective.
Okay.
He's on Instagram, Conspiracy Collective, and then there's the other one that's Kate. Let me look at it again because I want to say it right. I want to give him credit. Chaotic 603 posted it.
Yeah.
But the other guy is Conspiracy Collective. If y'all want to check out his other stories, he's got a lot of stuff that he just puts out there.
Right.
Yes, tuberculosis is very, very contagious, and some people are just carriers for that. My dad was actually a carrier for TB. We used to get tested as kids quite often.
So is MRSA, and MRSA's bad. And I did a video on that, and it looked like it looks like a spider bite. It's not. It's not a spider bite.
No, it's not.
But well, guys. It's been a very eventful Friday night again, as usual. I just want to give a major shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Donnie, I hope you subbed to my channel. I'll sub back to you so you can get notifications. Thank you, Donnie, for being here and showing your support. Nonetheless, being here is just as good as anything else. So, but anyways, consider looking at other things. If you want to become a member, you can do that. It's open for everybody right now. My merch I showed you guys earlier tonight. It's also here. Again, no obligation. I don't want you guys to think I'm pushing you on it. It is what it is. But again, you got choices. Check it out. Do what you can. At least hit and smash the like button, guys, and also hit the share button. Share this with somebody, because there's no end to this yet. It's going to be a talk of the town for a while. But Donnie said this real quick. Great show. Thanks for the great chat and content. Absolutely. I tried my best. And again, I owe all credit to Tammy for helping that happen, because without Tammy, this podcast technically, in a sense, wouldn't exist. So absolutely. And Curtis said this. I'm not even going to try to send it. Meningitis. Yeah, that's it. I did a good job on that one. Curtis said, pat me on the. Anyways, Curtis said, guy in county lockup in Hutchinson, Kansas, died of meningitis. Yeah, that's not good.
That's not terrible. There's so
See,
much
again,
that
and
medical.
again,
that's where they unalive more from medical than anything else in prison.
And again, guys,
just for everybody to know. Sorry.
Lack. Oh, you're good, Tammy. Sorry. Lack of laziness when it comes to medical. That's what happened with the guy that was my friend doing CPR on. He had a medical problem and they ignored him. I already spoiled it, but that's why he died. And I hope the family sues. Ooh, yes. Anyways, Donnie said, love you, sis.
Love you too, bub. Thanks for coming in here.
Thanks for being here, Donnie. And again, we go live Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays, 8 o'clock p.m. Fridays, 9 o'clock p.m.
Yeah, he
And,
usually catches us on Fridays because he doesn't stay up late like I do. He's not like me. We're kind of different there. But he
Fair enough.
goes to work earlier than me by a few hours too. So
Fair enough. But I appreciate let him know. Let him know I appreciate him being here, and hopefully see him next time and all that. But anyways, Tammy, thank you so much for being here and helping out with this podcast tonight and all your data. You are appreciated more than you know, so thank you for doing that.
Well, you're welcome. I know it was a little more rough
sometimes
than what we normally do, but
sometimes
it
we got
had all the information that we needed to put out, so that was a little bit much tonight. But
I think we need some rawness sometimes instead of just all this blah 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 stuff. But I appreciate it nonetheless.
Yeah, sometimes we need to.
Curtis said this. I think a friend of mine died of MRSA. Yeah, well, if you're not taking care of it, again, God, that on my dime, again, your dime, medical, more proof medical needs a major change. Sad bullshit.
It is.
All right, guys. I'm going to keep you guys updated through my shorts. I'll keep you guys updated through my other shows that I do. And I got my Imaginette that I'm working on. And I got I haven't done prison jokes in a while, so I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that. It doesn't seem to be catching too well. I might keep it on the back burner. I don't know yet. What do you think, Tammy? Should I keep up the prison jokes?
I don't know. I need to send you some jokes, I think. Too,
All right.
I get some pretty good ones that people send me. Curtis, and I'll tell you too, Jay, because he won't put it out there, but I'll put it. My brother, hey Destiny, my niece is there.
Hey Destiny, thank you so much for being here.
my brother was Army, so he's a veteran too, Curtis.
There you go. Hook up. There you go.
There you go, Curtis. You have somebody to talk to. Out and shoot this stuff.
For Donnie, if you can hear me real quick, thank you for your service, my friend. True. From the bottom of the heart, thank you. All right. Well, Tammy, thank you so much for being here. And everybody in the chat, you know who you are. Thank you guys so much for being here. And we're definitely going to keep doing this thing. And if you guys have show ideas, or content ideas, or something you want to talk about, emails, get a hold of us right now. voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. Tammy, good night, my friend. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye, everybody. Love you all.
You guys take care. Much love and respect to you all, and we'll see you this coming Wednesday. Stay tuned to my channel because I'll be doing shorts, other things, Imaginette segments. I'm busy over here even on the weekends. I got to stop. I'm so addicted. I'm kidding. All right. With that being said, I'll see you guys on the next show on Wednesday. You guys take care. Peace. Good night, everybody.
Good night.